Okay, my viewers, welcome back to Animator's Laundromat Adventures. For this video, I'm going to be doing normal again, but for once on default settings. I never usually do default settings on normal because, well, it chooses regular high spin instead of extra high spin as a default setting. That's why I don't usually do default settings on normal. I just set it to extra high. But we're going to be doing default settings in this video. Now there's two ways you can actually start it on normal default settings. You can turn it on, turn the knob to normal and start it, or you could just turn it on and start it, because it automatically chooses the normal cycle first. Which does make sense, given it is the first setting that anyone would go to. Okay, detergent in. Here we go. So you can do it just like that, or you can also do it like that. Just turn the knob to normal and start it. Again, you can do it either way. I'm just showing you guys the two different ways you can do that. So the cycle is going to sense to 58 minutes on the cycle. Or I think it is. I'm not sure what it does on small loads like that. Oh, it still does do 58. I thought so. It says 58 on the timer. That's the minutes. Now again, it senses to 58 minutes on these settings, but it really only does like 45 minutes of it due to it skipping time. Specifically on the intermediate spins. So that would mean that on extra high it really just does like an hour. Like an hour and 2 minutes it does on extra high settings. Because the extended spin cycle. Okay, there we go. 50s. At least in this video, there won't be that number to show up on the display. One thing I really like about that washer, it has some really good washing action. You can already see the suds going to the glass. That's how you could tell it's really good. A really good washer. Let's see if I can, if that light works. Yep. Yeah. If that would have been in the basement, we probably would have been able to do open door. But maybe if we can fit a 6700 down there, maybe we can do open door on that 6700. And it doesn't allow you to change the cycle or the settings. You can't even add extra rinses while it's running. To add extra rinses, you would need to pause it first on these machines to add an extra rinse. It was also like that for old Samsungs, but the modern ones you actually can add extra rinses while it's running. Like Samsung, for modern Samsungs. For LG, you can't actually do that. At least on the earlier 2020 models, such as that one, because that's originally from 2020. Is it doing rolling now? I think it's doing rolling. That's some slow tumbling action. Is it trying to do filtration or something? I don't know. Filtration, I knew it. So yeah, it was trying to do filtration. There's just some certain lows where it does, swinging a lot of the time. And some certain loads where it just does filtration all the time. But that's LG's 6 motions on here. It doesn't say it on here, but it is a 6 motion washer. You can actually tell, because it actually does those. And yeah, the final spin cycle isn't actually very long on default settings. It doesn't even last as long. It just skips down some minutes up to from 7 to 4, I think. So yeah, it skips 6 and 5. Oh, looks like we're doing swinging now. Is that one doing swinging and filtration? I don't know. I think that load might be one where it does both. But it's definitely doing swinging now. It was just doing filtration 2 minutes ago. There goes swinging again. It's not every day when you see it do swinging like that. But yeah, it's a really good washer. Had it for more than 4.5 years now. It's working really great. Even though it doesn't have turbo wash. It's still LG. And LG is the best of them all. Let me check the dispenser drawer. Still a little bit of soap left. Detergent. Still a little bit of detergent left in that detergent dispenser. I can kind of see a little bit of blue in there. That's how I could tell there's still some detergent in there. Oh, we're doing regular tumbling again now. 51. That's the minutes. I don't know how these minutes are going so fast on that washer. But then again, I shouldn't be surprised. It's LG. And yeah, today I'm going to that baseball game at 9 o'clock and it's 7:01. I think it's only like 8 o'clock though. Yeah, it actually starts at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock a.m. and it's currently 7:01 a.m. right now. I mean, it won't be 7:01 a.m. when I premiere that, so still can't believe I'm going to be 18 next year. Less than a year, actually. Because that's going to be in April of next year. That's going to be 18 in April of next year. I can't believe that. Like, how am I already 17 now? It's like the older I get, the faster time goes. That's at least what it seems like for me. I don't know about the rest of you washer fans, or those who I know. But yeah. Grace is already 18. She turned 18 on March 26th. The day I did that stream where the motor decided to wear out on the one washer. But I got it replaced now. It's the pink washer. Although it's much smaller than the old washer though. Yeah, when the Mega washer lost its belt, I thought I was gonna have to replace it. Like, I thought I was like something wrong with the motor. But then I completely forgot it was a belt drive. So yeah, got that fixed. And the suspension system too, because it was loose when the belt came off. So I tightened that suspension system and got the belt back on, put the machine back together, and now it's working smoothly again. Of course, I'm not talking about that machine. That one's direct drive. The Mega washer, portable one at the other house. Oh, it's doing swinging again. I might try to do a stream on the washer later. Maybe like when I get back from the 9 o'clock baseball game, maybe I will try to do a stream on the washer where I do like an extended version of test mode. That is, if my camera still works then. like actively still works. Because it was working yesterday. And it is still working now, so it should be working later today. Because I've been wanting to do a stream on that washer for a while now. And I figure a test mode wash, an extended test mode wash would be the perfect opportunity for that. For the 3600. So yeah. Doing regular tumbling again. I really like how LG really knows how to like minimize the cycle time and still get the clothes very clean. It's really cool how LG actually does that, especially on their turbo wash models, because their turbo wash ones, they can do a normal cycle in 30 minutes or less. It just does less time if you have a smaller load in it. But I found that if you do an empty load on the normal cycle, right here on the 3600, it does like 53 minutes on it. I have seen it do 80 minutes on default settings. I have seen it do 80 minutes on normal default settings. But that was really for like the really big loads. So maybe if I can like get a really big load in there, I might make a video of that so you could see the 80-minute cycle. Like I'll try to get the biggest load I can into there, put it on normal, and see if it actually does the 80-minute cycle. Cause like it thinks the load is heavier and like according to its sensors, a heavier load means a larger load. Well, sometimes heavier load just means it's wet. It really depends. Like if you have a small load, but it's really heavy, it's probably like really wet. But if it's not wet, then it's most likely a very big load. That makes it think it's a heavy load. And again, the AI feature, which LG has been using for a while now, actually. They say it started in 2020, but I think their AI feature actually started in 2019. And the reason I think that is because the 3900 is an AI model, and it was made in 2019. So that's why I think, so that's my theory that LG actually started their AI washers in 2019, because the 3900's from 2019, and it's an AI model as well. But yeah, their turbo wash started around like 2013. That's when they first invented the turbo wash. And I think the 3070 was one of their first washers to have turbo wash. Like, the WM3070HRA. The R means like it's red steel. They used to make a lot of red washers back in the day. I'm not sure if they still do. I'm not sure if they still do today. But back in those days, they used to make a lot of red washers. And like, there was also the WM2487HRMA, which was the first one I saw, but it was the iteration after the Trom ones. So like the newer ones. Like, they're not really new these days, but like the ones that came after the Trom ones. So like it didn't have the Trom logo on it. Because there was two iterations of the 2487. A Trom one and a true Steam one. The first one I saw was a true Steam one. But I don't think they're making the Trom washers anymore. That's an old generation of LG washers. I wonder though, did they ever make top loaders from their Trom series? I wonder. Or maybe was it just front loaders? I don't know. Did they also make top loaders from their Trom series, or was it just front loaders? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask someone who knows that, who might know something about that. You can actually open it from like that slight edge there, the dryer door. The washer door is harder though, because they're put in differently. I think that's main wash and bleach at the same time. Yep. I think that was main wash and bleach at the same time. Some little sud bubbles in the main wash one. I also really like how LG puts like two separate detergent containers, one for pre-wash and one for main wash. That's really like very useful. Plus the pre-wash feature itself, it does a lot of good stuff. And it's doing swinging again. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw it doing swinging on delicates, because I heard that was a very delicate motion for like, a very gentle motion for like delicates and stuff. Even though it does it on some of the other cycles, the non-delicate ones like normal. Like, you actually saw it do it on normal a few times, yeah. But really, it's really just the main wash that does those 6 motions. That's it. Just the normal cycle. Oh, it's doing swinging again. Okay. Yeah, LG really knows how to get the clothes nice and clean. I never thought I'd be making a lot of videos of the 3600, but I really like making videos of it, because not only is it fun to watch the washing machine, but also because it's LG, and they're known for their long-lasting products. It does say 10-year motor warranty, but we're thinking it might last at least a few years longer than the actual 10-year warranty. Like, maybe not the motor, but like the whole washer. So like, we put like, so like once the direct drive motor goes out, or if it does in that 10-year warranty, we might end up replacing the direct drive motor after that. But it's been like 4.5 years, and there is still no sign of any scraping noises coming from the direct drive motor. It still sounds the same as it did when we first got it. Like there's no difference. I still remember what it sounds like. I mean, I didn't make any videos of it back when we first got it, but I still remember it. And I also didn't get to make any videos of the old 2140, the Frigidaire one. But maybe once I get my own washer collection, I could probably like find a used appliance store and like include that Frigidaire 2140 in my collection. It senses that is balanced? Okay. Let's just hope it senses as balanced the first time on every spin cycle. Although I'm not sure if it actually goes to 1300 if on just regular high spin. I mean, Wade says that extra high is just the same thing as high spin, just an extended spin cycle. But it's not really much like that on speed wash though. Because on speed wash, it defaults to extra high spin, and the spin cycle is like just the same as what it is on the default normal cycle. And it skips like 10 minutes in the process. That was actually 7 minutes it skipped, but yeah. And there's no atomizer in this machine. Again, there's no atomizer. So it can't do that spin rinse while it's spinning. But speaking of spin rinse, we're about to do filtration rinse. Yep. Because we're on the normal cycle, and so it's going to do filtration rinse. I don't know, viewers. Should I try to do some streams on this washer? Feel free to let me know in the live chat if you think I should do some streams on this washer. Because I've been wanting to do it for a while. I even scheduled a stream for the washer, but I never ended up doing it because the camera just randomly works and then doesn't work. I believe it's filling from bleach only. Oh, nope. It's actually filling from main wash, and I think bleach as well. Or maybe it's just main wash. But we're going into fast filtration rinse now. Because if you know LG, you're probably used to it filling from the bleach dispenser on the rinse cycle if it's not the final rinse. But if it's on the final rinse, it will fill from all 4 dispensers. That's just how the system works. It just fills from all 4 dispensers on the final rinse. You could see those suds that really came back, like down there. You could see the suds. But yeah, about my old video of the machine, I didn't exactly have the best setup system back then. Like, I didn't have a good lighting system. I just kind of used the lighting on my computer screen, and it didn't really work out too good. But now I have a better system for it. I use an actual flashlight for it. And a better position to record it. So yeah. And again, that was back before I even made the channel Animator's Laundromat Adventures. Let's see, what cycle did I do yesterday? I believe it was tub clean. Right, and then I did speed wash and rinse and spin. Just kind of taking a look at the camera view. Of the washer. Oh! Just kind of taking a look at the camera view of the washer. Okay, so it's definitely not going to 1300 either way. Because it's not seeming to sense as balanced. Yet. Definitely not balanced. But it's gonna sense as balanced anyways. Wait, no, it's not. Okay. I thought it was. Yeah. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick. Let me know if it senses as balanced, my viewers. Or actually, maybe it's going to. Okay, it did. So never mind, my viewers. Never mind, you don't have to worry about when it says it was balanced, because it just did. Alright, I am back. Oh, it says 14. I'm guessing it skipped some time as usual. It usually thinks that the intermediate spin, is going to be like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna go shower.
Alright. Just under 3600 is running. Again, all 4 dispensers. Alright. So, actually after this video I might end up not doing any more videos of the 3600, even though there's so many cycles I haven't uncovered. Just gonna cancel out any future videos. I think that was everything I was gonna use anyways. Yeah, front load. Or actually it's draining now, so 11-minute final spin. 11 is not really one of my kind of numbers. I'd prefer like a 10-minute final spin. Or a 5-minute final spin. Still works for max, because WashiMator does it. Yeah. I don't know, I won't have that confirmed yet, that I won't be making any more videos of the washer yet. I won't have that confirmed yet. But if I do end up confirming it, well, that'll be it. For some reason, whenever the washer runs, it just kind of changes the temperature in there for some reason, which it should not be doing. I don't know why it does that, but it says 9, oh, actually 4 now. So it actually skips from 9 to 4. I guess it really just depends on the cycle balance thing. He thinks I'm making videos of it to show you guys. It's like he doesn't even know what I see in making washer videos. If anything, I just might end up, like, if I end up not making any more videos of the 3600 after this one, I might just change my profile picture back to the old one. Because it'll be a representation that I won't be making videos of the washer anymore. But again, that's not confirmed yet. And I'm not one to confirm things right away. 3.
What it's like to have an LG, and it's a great experience having an LG. It's great.
Okay. Exactly, I just want to be 18 already and just have my own washer collection. I'll try to have my washer collection include a 3600, a 3600 like that one. But again, it's not a very long spin cycle on normal. You don't get very much spinning as you do on extra high spin. Even so, it still just waits a while into the last minute before slowing down, which means it doesn't do anti-crease either way. But I'm surprised that permanent press even does anti-crease, because normal doesn't. And they're basically like the same cycle, except that permanent press is claimed to leave less wrinkles because of the lower speed it goes at. Permanent press, medium, normal, high. Heavy duty, extra high. Delicates, also medium. Cycles on here that default to high spin are allergene and normal. And downloaded at first. Not really very many cycles that default to regular high. Alright, so that's the end. Okay. That's the end of that cycle. And I was really just washing those just in case I might end up wearing those to the game today. The 9 o'clock one. And maybe also the 6:30 game. So, let me take these out of the washer. And yeah. Plus, some of these were left on the floor for a while without me noticing them. Okay. I think that's everything in there. Yep. So, let me get in on the dryer. Okay, so we're gonna put these in there, and since I'm kinda in a hurry of things, I'm gonna do speed dry. wrinkle pair as usual. And there goes the dryer. So yeah, that's the end of a video I never thought I'd do. Full cycle of the normal cycle default settings on 3600, so yeah. It probably would have been my first video of it if I hadn't preferred extra high spin. Okay, see ya next video. Bye.